This is 295 Yezdi Adventure 250 with the fresh new look and newly designed headlight and a tail light. But the heart is same 350cc, that is 334cc liquid cooled single cylinder engine, which is make 29 PS max power and 29.6 Nm max torque with a 6-speed gearbox and the slipper clutch assist. It makes really good combination, and as the stock accessories are really wonderful for your next adventure, and lots of tech feature like a traction control and dual channel ABS, switchable ABS. So how it is better than the previous generation 2024 model? Let's find out. So this OBD compliant engine is pretty much refined, but it's a काफ़ी ज़्यादा improve हुआ है. That means at the time of riding you can really feel the refinement of the engine. Okay, and now if you're talking about the gearbox, so at the time of shifting I feel quite a bit hard as compared to the all this particular segment. But however, in this engine we have the slipper clutch assist. It can be quite easy as well, and seating posture is pretty much good. It's a 815 mm seat height, very easy for the all height riders, easily can ride this. Even a 5'4", 5'3" can also ride this very easily. And one more thing, what I feel in this particular bike, generally what we see in the adventure bike, we're sitting over the bike, but that means a Yezdi 350 Adventure, you are sitting inside the bike. That is quite unexpected from adventure bike, and this is quite annoying. And one more thing I need to highlight in this particular segment, that between the gap between the seat and the rider foot peg is quite less. So in that scenario, the tall height riders can feel very much difficulty with this sitting posture and the foot peg position, where the less height rider can easily ride, but the tall people can easily feel a problem with this. But even my height is 5'5", so I also feel quite difficulties with this gap, that is the seat height and the foot peg gaps. I feel quite bad into this. And next, talking about the handlebar is quietly positioned nicely. However, what I feel at the time of riding, that means at the time what I feel a little pressure on my hand in the city ride. But on the highway there won't be any problem. Handlebar it's a tune like that. But all the time what I feel, people are not at all riding on the city on the highway all the time. In that scenario, at the time of riding in the city, that rider can face a little bit of problem. Those what I feel now. So that means Yezdi need to look into this and retune the handlebar a proper way to provide the perfect ride ergonomics. Next, if you talk about the windshield are working up pretty much fine, because this windshield are really works very much well. Because, and this one more thing I need to highlight, that this windscreen adjustable. That means you can adjust the windscreen as per your taste. Obviously there is a manual way where there is no electronic or something like that, because its price point less. So although what I really need to mention, that in this price point adjustable windscreen are really a very good features, and I mean it, Yezdi really nailed it with this adjustable windscreen. And next, talking about the cluster is pretty much visible all the time, and you can adjust the cluster as well at the time of riding. So this is a quite interesting for this particular bike as well, because in the segment, in this category, there is no chance to, there's no other bikes to chance to adjust the cluster. But in bike we have this as a manual adjustability. This is a quite interesting feature for your night riding and the day riding. Okay, and the next, talking about, and one more thing, what I feel right now, after a certain time of riding, the engine is making pretty much heat. Okay, but what I feel, this is a liquid cooled engine, and there's a very big radiator at the front available. So I'm quite disappointed that with this heat of this engine, because it is a liquid cooled engine and with the bigger radiator at the front, so it cannot be heat like that. However, what I feel, after first or second service it will be reduced, If it on suspension, front is a 41 telescopic suspension. At the rear is a linkage suspension with a monoshock absorber. In that scenario, I really mean it. Suspension arm works very good. So in the scenario, Yezdi definitely nailed it. What I expect that all the adventure bike suspension should be like this. So this we can say this small benchmark in this category. So let's take a break. Rear and the front both brake bike is pretty much good, and this segment really works very much good. So finally, this is all about riding experience. Yezdi Adventure 350 2025. So finally ride has been done. So what I feel after riding this bike, so a couple of things I really like in this particular bike, a couple of things I really don't like. देखिए इंजन तो काफ़ी बेहतरीन है, काफ़ी रिफाइंड है, ठीक है, बट इंजन मुझे तो थोड़ा सा लगा ज़्यादा हीट करता है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, क्योंकि दिस इज़ अ फ्रेश बाइक, दिस सो अभी इसका फर्स्ट और सेकंड सर्विस नहीं हुआ है, तो वहाँ पे जाके आफ्टर फर्स्ट और सेकंड सर्विस ये थोड़ा सा कम हो सकता है. Next, talking about the suspension, is a very checkpoint, is a very wonderful. Front and the rear both are very wonderful, and the sitting position, seat height is very good. 8.15 mm is a very wonderful seat height. Anybody can ride 5.3 or 5 feet 4 आराम से इसको राइड कर सकते हैं. बट व्हाट आई मेंशन ओवर द वीडियो एज वेल दैट बिटवीन द सीट एंड द फुट पैक यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा गैप थोड़ा सा कम है, ये थोड़ा सा और ज़्यादा हो सकता था फॉर द टॉल हाइट राइडर्स. वहाँ पे टॉल हाइट राइडर को थोड़ा दिक्कत आ सकता है, एंड द हैंडल बार नीड टू लिटिल बिट रीट्यून. सो ये सारा मुझे दिक्कत लगा. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस द विंड स्क्रीन इज वर्क्स फिनोमिनल, काफ़ी बेहतरीन है, एंड द क्लस्टर इज पोजीशन इज़ वेरी वंडरफुल. एंड वन मोर थिंग आई नीड टू ऐड ऑन दैट विंड स्क्रीन आप एडजस्ट भी कर सकते हो, जो इस प्राइस पॉइंट में एकदम ही नहीं आता है. And one more thing I heard, that is the braking. Braking is really wonderful. Braking, rear brake and the front brake, both are combination is very good. There won't be any issue about it. And the switchable traction control काफ़ी बेहतरीन हो जाता है. So इसके कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ रोडिंग में आपको काफ़ी ज़्यादा बेहतरीन कंफर्टेबल राइड पॉइंट का. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑफ रोडिंग में आप सैडल भी इस बाइक में आराम से कर सकते हो. देयर ओनली एनी इश्यू अबाउट इट. तो फाइनली अगर जावा येज़दी की इस पर्टिकुलर 25 एडवेंचर की बात करें, इसका प्राइस स्टार्ट हो रहा है 2,17,000, जो आपको कोलकाता में उन्होंने आते 2,65,000 तक आपको मिल जाएगा. मतलब इस प्राइस पॉइंट में विद दिस सीसी विद दिस फीचर्स, दिस इज़ अ फिनोमिनल एंड वंडरफुल बाइक. सो आज के बस इतना ही. नीचे कमेंट कीजिएगा आज का वीडियो कैसा लगा, और वीडियो एंड करने से पहले थैंक्स टू जावा येज़दी VIP कोलकाता फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग मी दिस पर्टिकुलर बाइक. आपको अगर जावा येज़दी की किसी प्रोडक्ट की जरूरत तो मैं शोरूम की सारे कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मेंशन कर दूंगा, आप वहाँ से इजीली कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हो. सो फाइनली आज के लिए बस इतना ही. ऐसी इंटरेस्टिंग और ऑटोमोबाइल अपडेट देखने के लिए प्लीज़ फॉलो एंड सब्सक्राइब बेंगॉल ऑटो. थैंक यू सो मच.